we are on again. Ady.
Evening.
How are you?
Good, buddy. I'm good. You?
Yeah, brilliant, mate. Brilliant. Back with Nobody Cares About Dad, another live virtual social. Yeah, how you been?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. I'm a bit jealous. Are you back in LA tonight?
Come back, mate. Come back. Yeah, it's
Big
giving
time.
rain all weekend, hasn't it, in England? So we're jetting off to LA.
Big time.
Listen, we got two lads with us tonight, so let's bring the pair of them in. Right, so Mr. Ferris.
How we doing, boys? You all right?
Yeah, good, you?
Yeah, not bad, thank you.
You love that intro picture, don't you?
Oh, I love it, mate.
You're
Unbelievable.
going to have to send me another picture so I can update it, I think.
No, Marco. I'll send you one.
Oh, here we go. Which one's that going to be?
Don't know, but there's something about some German bombers. But I'll send you one.
Get in. Love it.
Yeah, we'll get that as the intro video.
Yeah, that's my career down. That's my career down the line, boys. That's done. Finished.
Cool. Right. Also joining us this week, making his debut to the podcast, we have
Sticks right up.
I did, Dean.
Yeah, all good, mate. All good, yeah.
Yeah, good. I did have another picture of you to use actually, but I thought, there's no way I can get away with bringing you on and not using that.
I was
that
expecting
picture.
that one to come up. That, to be fair, and then that came up. I thought, yeah, great.
That was a picture of Dean when he just had his baby. He looks about 12, don't you? But he's 19.
At best.
You watch Dean's about to leave the chat. Watch. Dean has left.
No, so boys, yeah, good to see you all again. It's been a couple of weeks since we last had our virtual social. Actually, boys, I think us three, and if we round up about 4 or 5 friends, we could probably go and sort the French out. What do you reckon?
Oh, yeah. Easy. They'll bottle it.
Let me just get my bag packed. Hang on. I'm there.
Yeah. So have you seen the boys kicking off over there?
Oh, God, nightmare, isn't it?
It's stupid. It's stupid. It's it's going to offend a lot of people, but it's typical French, mate. Typical French. There's not enough going on. Let's cause a bit more drama. Like, I just don't get it. I don't understand why. And then we're getting involved. And
Hi, Liz.
hey,
Liz is watching.
Is Martin?
No, mine's working. Yeah, it's bloody mental. Do you know what they're kicking off over?
Fishing, isn't it?
Fishing rights, yeah. So
Fishing.
They have. They all have their own quota, don't they? The local British or people from Jersey, and they can only catch a certain amount of fish, and it's only because to sort of, maintain the fishing waters, right? So if you overfish, you'll just eliminate.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have no fish left. So they have a certain quota that they have to achieve, and then they can't do any more. But the French are kicking off about that, basically saying that they basically want to do what they've always done and fish out wherever they want, even though it's not their water.
Yeah, especially with Brexit now, isn't it?
It's St. Helier, isn't it? They're all that.
That's it, mate. Whose water is it?
Well, it is.
We'll claim it.
We'll claim it.
What we do. It's what we do.
That's what we're about.
12 miles, isn't it? There was 12-mile radius. But the French, they ain't going to start a fight, are they? Let's face it.
Of course they're not.
It never worked out before, has it? Come on.
Yeah, they've got short memory, haven't they? We were helping them in 1944, Normandy. It's fine. You keep going, boys. It's fine.
Exactly. When they all went on holiday, the whole country.
You can say it. Bottled it.
Yeah, they did. But Yeah, it's interesting to see that they sent those 2 Navy ships.
It's a bit like we spoke about the other week, you know, with the whole Russia. It's a show of force. It's like we're not here to fuck about. Like that's the stance we're taking, and that's it.
Realistically, nothing will happen.
Well, what they've done, they've issued, is it 40 odd or something, like licenses already to all these vessels and that, imposing because of Brexit rules and everything. Like we're going full in on it. And you just think before Christmas we had all that drama with obviously everyone leaving. You know, it was all that leaving the port over here, the French. It's just ongoing.
I think the most trouble that's happened is obviously the French boats are smashing into the English boats coming into the port.
Yeah, I saw that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Scramble the Spitfires. That'll sort it. It's fine.
What,
Take them
the
over there.
two we got left.
That's all we need.
Just
True.
Just butter a few French rolls, lay on some cheese. They'll soon park their boats up and clear the waters.
Do the old usual, mate. Just give them a white flag. Well, they've probably got them already, so
They've got them prepared. As soon as we bring the naval ships over, that's it. That's it. Gone.
they're done.
Well, that's all the French flag is, isn't it? It's a white flag with blue and red paint spilt on it.
Which we spilt when we gave them the white flag.
Yeah,
They're just the stains from our Union Jack.
Yeah, mate, it's just drama, and it's just drama because there's not enough going on.
Yeah, that's it.
Complicated Brexit.
We just need to pick another fight with someone. Actually, it's not us picking the fight this time. Actually, it's the French, isn't it?
Yeah, they've decided to pick on us idiots.
Yeah. I reckon it's your fault, Tilly, from when you were over in Paris for those 6 weeks. They were like, we've had enough of this.
Mate, I'll take full responsibility. Like, if they need me to go back and help, I'll go.
Of course you can.
You are
Of course I will.
catching too many fish.
That's it.
Speaking of international travel, obviously borders are reopening again soon. Has anyone got any plans to go abroad, go on holiday once these all once we're allowed?
Fez, are you allowed out?
No, it's only till 10 o'clock, mate.
Yeah, street lights, come on.
So,
No,
you know when you're on the register, are you allowed to go to any country, or are you allowed to just? Do you have to tell them where you're going to go?
Yeah, no comment on that. Anyways,
amazing.
Yeah, no. So, who is going away?
I think when they announce where you can go and like what's not.
I think they have, haven't they?
No,
Today, the list of countries. Wasn't it?
Have they announced which ones are going to be on what colour and quarantine rules and stuff?
Well, there's some that are not letting us in. So some of them that we are allowed to go to aren't letting us in anyway. So they put them in green, but we're not allowed to travel to them anyway because they're not allowing us in.
So
I think that's like 3 of them. So I don't get the point of them 3 being in green.
Just dangle that carrot. Yeah, you can go on holiday.
You can go,
but you can't.
but you can't. No, you can try and go, but
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I think. Well, I think we all need a break. I think we've got some things lined up.
Yeah.
It's just it's all the rules, isn't it?
yeah.
Because I did read that they've put the price of all their home test kits and stuff have gone up as well.
Well, of course I will.
So when you do go away, you have to one of the rules I think about coming back is you have to prove that you've booked your home test kit.
Is that for
And
the
they've
green
got the
countries
price.
as well?
Not sure, mate. To be fair, you should just test before you go, test before you come back. That's it.
Well, it's
Right.
quite. Yeah, Portugal is one you can go to. So yeah, okay.
So we're all off to Portugal.
Portugal it is then.
Yep.
Portugal. Yeah, which
Sky
is interesting because I know we'll get onto football, but obviously the 2 English teams in the Champions League final, they're allowing 8,000 fans to travel. Now Turkey's now gone into its first lockdown.
Yeah, just no point. No point in being held there. Just makes sense to be in England, doesn't it?
No. But so here's the green list: Israel. Anyone want a holiday in Israel? Portugal.
Take
Australia. Nah, it's hate of spiders.
To be fair,
Thing
Australia aren't letting us in.
I was going to say they're not letting anyone in.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
really?
it's green,
Yeah.
but it's Like you can go, but you're not going to get there. They'll turn around halfway through your flight.
A long way to fly in it just to go. Nah, you ain't come. Where are you from? Britain. Nah.
New Zealand, Singapore, Brunei, Iceland, the Faroe Islands. I mean, I've always wanted to go to the Faroe Islands. Gibraltar. I'd go to Gibraltar, to be fair. That's like Blackpool in the sun, isn't it?
Yeah. Full of squaddies as well. We'll go.
Is it?
Yeah. As you'll be passed around, mate.
I'd love it. I mean, shut up, Ady, stop.
And there's one I've never heard of. The South Sandwich Islands.
Yeah, mate.
That's the place. That's what I've heard.
That's like head straight down towards the Falklands.
Are you being serious, or
Yeah.
the South Sandwich Isles?
I think, the South Sandwich
What the fuck is that? I mean, why even put it on the list?
Yeah.
You might as well put the
Try and
moon.
sell it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's Falklands. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's-
The amount of times I've seen people checking in there.
Cool.
I've done it.
No, of course you have.
I've been to the Falklands, mate. It was awful.
I remember that too.
Yeah, but you don't want to go there. Like, it's not somewhere I'd go, yeah, come on, lad, let's go.
Google it.
That's what the Argentinian military said.
Yeah. You're still trying to say it. But no, mate, I think
Shit.
I think more and more stuff will come on. But yeah, as soon as we can, I'll be booking it.
Yeah, I love it, Tom.
I'll be booking it, mate, as soon as it comes up. What about you?
Yeah, I think as soon as we can get away anywhere that's not on that list, I'm definitely gonna go. So I've obviously got Thailand booked for December to play golf. But no, I think I'll probably go away. I don't know where. I fancy like a city break or something.
We're waiting for October time.
Of course, yeah. Of course, we'll go to Dallas in October.
Yeah, but it all depends on where we can go. But definitely up for holiday. I mean, more importantly, like some of the it's all about staycations and everything here. And it's
Love it, George.
have you seen the cost of some of these normal places?
Mate, we were looking, so it's our anniversary, the end of this month. And we were looking at the Lake District for you can stay in a hovel for like 100 quid, but like anywhere that's like half decent, it's like at least 250 quid a night.
A night.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They're just cashing in on it massively. You've got everyone that's got to obviously make money off of it and get their business back, but meant to be helping each other out a little.
Mm.
So it looks like the South Sandwich Islands probably the bet, mate.
To be fair, I think Singapore and New Zealand, the other two, are not allowing us in. So they're basically off limits anyway.
They're just teasing you. It's like taking you to the buffet and saying, "Oh, look at that! You can't go in."
You can have them and them, but you can't have that.
Yeah.
What about you, Dean? You getting away this year or not?
Not apart from this long ass party ride.
Yeah.
South
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Coast,
you'll be doing that, won't you? You'll be staying around places there.
Yes. Yeah. How's the training coming along, Dean?
I don't know if it'd be much of a holiday, but yeah, all right, mate. To be honest, on the bike, a couple of hours a day. But I've not been outside yet. I've just been in the gym, pumping away on the bike in there. So
Is it what bike was it?
spin bike on the spinning ones.
Yeah. What's wrong with Australia and spider season, Liz? I mean, it's all in that statement you've just made. Listen. When a spider comes into my house, I need to move home. So I'll sort of tag somebody in the picture the other day. Did you see it on Facebook when it was like spider season, and it was just cobwebs like literally all over the trees and everything? It was horrendous.
Yeah, no.
Was that in Australia?
Australia, mate. Yeah. Nah.
Different breed, mate. Different breed.
I can't remember who it was. It was a comedian that was saying what's he saying? He's like, oh, about the hole in the ozone layer. And he was like, oh, you know, remember when people stopped talking about, you know, when we used to talk about in the 90s, oh, there's a hole in the ozone layer and it's a problem. And by the way, he said, oh, nobody talks about that anymore. And he was like, but it's obviously still a problem. He says, because I've been to Australia and you get off the plane and you burst into flames.
I mean, we can go and experiment. We can go to Australia. It's fine.
I'm not going anywhere near there.
Well, you can't, mate. It's done on a point system.
Crap.
You get deducted for all of those.
Yeah, okay. Moving on, guys.
Look, so also as well, you've got pubs and clubs reopening soon. Who's looking forward to that? Does people still go to pubs anymore?
What is a club?
That's it, isn't it? Like, it's going to be. To be fair, I'm looking forward to watching England out and about. But other than that,
well, that's bars, isn't it? Like, I'm pumped for bars. Like, you can sit inside and book clubs.
I can't wait to get steaming in the club. I'm going to be honest with you. I can't wait.
What, drinking sherbet?
Absolutely. No, if you're about a bit of 10 Jaeger bombs you buy off the tray for just two of us. Actually, no, I can't wait. But Peterborough on a Sunday night, bank holiday, wow, what a feeling that is with absolutely nobody out. Has to be other cities. Can't deal with Peterborough.
You've been mistaken for thinking you was in a village.
Oh, yeah. It was horrendous, wasn't it?
That was awful.
Nah, for a Sunday, bank holiday Monday as well, surely it should be packed.
Was you out last weekend, Dean, or around the bank holiday at all?
No, mate.
No.
Not that for me.
No. Yeah, we went to Peterborough. Us three went out in Peterborough, and it was absolutely dead.
No.
Yeah, it was horrendous. Absolutely horrendous.
I'm looking forward to
It's only outdoor seating, isn't it? So
yeah.
Outdoor, indoor.
Places opening up again.
We were technically outdoors in that bar 42, but we might as well have been indoor.
Yeah. It's quite nice though, isn't it?
It was too busy though. Obviously, we couldn't stay.
No, yeah.
Well, that was the only place of anybody in it, other than Wetherspoons, which had the dregs of society.
Mate, I don't want to relive that.
I was just drinking.
That was good. My daughter is police officer in Peterborough. That's Liz.
Yeah, sorry about everything that happened last Sunday.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Some guy doing hurdles down the high street. Hey, Fez. No, but I think the bigger places, like the bigger cities, Manchester, Liverpool, all of that, when that's back open again,
we're going
standard. But I think it's going to be good just to get out and actually sit indoors again. I mean, we just craved about going to a pub again and a bar.
Everyone standing close and that, people will be like, "Let me stand." Even though you're out, they will. Honestly, it'll be all like.
It'll be weird. It'll be weird, mate. People are not going to know what to do.
Touch each other. Yeah,
they did that before lockdown with me.
Has been practicing social distancing for 10 years.
Been like my whole life.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I am. I just think the first couple of weeks, obviously, it's going to just be carnage.
Oh, everyone's going to be out. You're going to have to book everywhere, like you did for like bars and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm all right, son.
What about it's not been a great week,
man.
What's that?
That's the kid from the picture.
Oh, is it? Grown up a bit.
A little bit. Looks older than me in the picture.
Also, you both have actually. Hey, it's been a week to forget for old Noel, hasn't it?
Oh mate, yeah.
Noel Clark.
Oh,
what he's been up to? Apparently, been up to.
Yeah, we best say allegedly.
Yeah, we can't.
Yeah, allegedly. I mean,
from 20 different people, but
yeah, allegedly.
Is it not weird that it's all from pretty much the same show?
Is it?
All from that most of the allegations come from the Doctor Who show, don't they?
I don't know.
Probably got to do something to make it interesting. I mean, yeah, fair when he can't be just throwing it about and touching people. But yeah,
this is just prime. Isn't it a prime example of just people abusing the positions of power again? Like,
1,000,000%. Yeah.
like people do every day in everyday life.
Yeah, just think they're above everything, don't they? And I mean, getting like, because when his award took off of him and everything.
Yeah. Harsh,
did they take it off? But this is what I mean. It's like,
it's allegedly, so it's not been proven.
He's guilty, isn't he? I mean, they've cancelled his show. The Viewpoint? And the last episode of that was cancelled. Imagine if that was like Game of Thrones. You're like, no, we're just going to scrap the last episode.
Make it himself.
But he's only been accused, but in the eyes of everyone, he's guilty.
But as soon as you're accused and you're on a public thing like that, that's it. You're done. Like, that's it.
It's where's due process, right?
Hey,
where's due process?
Well, I thought you said something. I thought you said, "Where's the new protest?" I think that's coming. There'll be another one. There'll be something else to kick off about it. It's just.
But have you seen some of the allegations? I think so. The ones of where he's grabbed girls and stuff. Yeah, that's shit. You can't do that. But some of them are like.
You take a note.
Oh, Ady, mate, have a day off. Honestly. I'm not allowed near 2 minutes near it, mate. Tell me to do one as soon as I approach him. I'm like, oh yeah, go away, mate. Yeah, cheers, nice.
Yeah, but some of the allegations are like he said one of the girls had long hair and he said, "Oh, I like long hair. I like to grab it when I'm doing them from behind."
That's the allegation.
That's one of the allegations.
He said that to them.
He said that to them. Yeah.
And
is that just banter or is that I don't know?
Exactly. And look, the more you'll probably read about it, the worse it's going to get. Because we like to do that, don't we?
Yeah.
As soon as we put it in the news, we sort of blow it all out of context or whatever. It might have been said in jest.
Isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, zooming in on it.
I want to know what they said back to him, though. Because they obviously, well...
one of the complaints as well, though, is... So it's a girl. She just finished drama school, and he said to her, "Oh, come and audition for my show or a show that he was doing."
Yeah.
But he said to her and her agent, "There's a nude scene in the show, so you have to come." That's bad.
Yeah, none of that, man.
Well, there was a nude scene
in his head from the start, isn't it? Like,
yeah, but there was a nude scene in the show. So when he asked her to audition, and she comes and so they sign it off with the agent. She agrees to go and audition. She auditions, and then decides actually she doesn't want to do a nude scene, and now she feels uncomfortable about it. And so it's like, yeah, I get it, but. You knew it was a nude scene. It wasn't like a casting couch scenario where, she turned up and he was like, right, now you've got to take your clothes off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if you knew going into that room what we was going to have to do.
That's what I mean. You need to know the context of it, don't you? Like the pulling the hair. That might have been in a conversation where we don't want to go into, like talking about stuff like that anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's why context is obviously important, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it'll all get left out of the media, so we'll get read. You'll read what they want. It's standard stuff, isn't it? And you'll never it'll just go on and on and on, mate, and then you'll be made out to be the worst person in the world.
How long has that Harvey Weinstein stuff been going on for?
Yeah, exactly, man.
Yeah.
I've seen some of them videos as well. Disgusting, man.
What video is that?
He's like like the, I don't know what you call it, like the poker when you in the olden days with the fire and that, and you have the poker.
Yeah.
And there's a woman tied down, do you know what I mean? All fours, man. And he's just there, like, poking on them. It's red hot, honestly, and it's him, that Harvey Weinstein, that famous, unreal, man.
I've not seen that.
Honestly, I can't go into it because people think I'm crazy, man. Start thinking I'm like, I've been down the rabbit hole, man. Seen all them fucking Epstein. It's fucked, man. Honestly, now, but you can't talk about it, honestly, because.
But that's That's the thing, though. It's different. I think in Noel's scenario, in that scenario, like when the girls were going to see Harvey, he was like, "Come and meet me. Come back to my room now. Suck my dick. Like, and you get a job." Like this is literally a premeditated. You need to take clothes from the audition.
I'll give you a role in the film. Yeah.
I don't know. It's almost a topic you can't even talk about, though, isn't it?
It's one of them. You can't really judge him until he's been found guilty or not guilty. That's the issue. I think
they've already made him out to be guilty, though.
That's what I mean. That's the issue. You shouldn't be saying all this in the media. Okay, if there's a lot of evidence, but then obviously the media is going to make it worse. But he could come out with all this and be not guilty. So he's had all that abuse and stuff, and he's not done it. Yes, there's been 20 odd people come out and say that. So more than likely he is. But we're not. You need to have a fair trial. Let him find guilty or not guilty, and then
but like you say, some of it like he's fair enough. He's a bit out of order in some cases, and then others are like just you bitches, man, just jumping on the bandwagon.
Yeah, for me, it sounds just like he might be a bit of a sleaze. But he isn't. None of them are accusing him of rape or anything like that. All the assault charges are literally just he touched my leg or he slapped my ass. And I'm not saying not to downplay it, but the way he's being made out in the media is that he's being made out as though he's a monster.
Yeah.
I mean, we've probably all been guilty of doing something like that. I mean, the only difference between us and Fez is we don't do it in the classroom.
Anything to look at him.
Guys, just putting a disclaimer out. I don't actually do this. Just saying. If they search us up, see you later, Job. No worries.
Don't worry, mate. They're not going to search us up.
Tune in next week. Find out the truth.
So I don't know. It's a tricky one, isn't it? Like you say, he's guilty just by the accusation, which is it's a shame. It's just
with it all, isn't it?
Yeah. Like I say, even if it's like I know a guy. What's he called? I actually won't say his name on here, but let's say he's called Dave. He got accused of rape. But this girl, he basically shagged this girl on a night out, and they were working in the same bar. She was actually going out with the manager. He was the assistant manager, and she shagged him on a night out. Woke up, felt guilty. Went and told her partner that he'd raped her. Anyway, he got arrested. Went to court, and in court, she actually turned around fair to her and went, "No, he didn't. I just felt bad." So, but we still call him Dave the Rapist. Do you know what I mean?
Top banter. Like, I'm sure he loves it. Sure he loves that.
Yeah, he loves it. But do you know what I mean? It sticks, even though he's not guilty. It's completely stuck to him.
Right. It's like you said, with just the accusations and it being in the media, that's it. Like, there's no getting away from that. Even if it all comes out and he's found not guilty, there'll be one of it that he's found guilty of. Simple. There'll be something.
Next time he's on something on TV, someone's like, "Oh, you seen that thing on telly? Oh, that guy used to bang them women and that." Everyone's just gonna. It's just how it is, isn't it? Oh, that guy used to smack them birds about.
That's it. Yeah. So I don't know. Hashtag pray for Noel.
He's a good actor. Like, fair play. Like,
he wrote like kidulthood and adulthood and that, didn't he?
All of them, I think. Yeah, produced them. Yeah.
I think so. I like watching that Bulletproof. He was in that. That was good.
Oh, I switched off a bit from that. It was just a little bit unrealistic.
What's that? The one on Sky One?
Yeah, they're running around with guns like they're in America, like they're in LA.
In South Africa.
Yeah, they did a South African one.
The second one or third one's in South Africa, isn't it?
That was decent.
Third one. Yeah.
For the first one set in London, and they're literally walking around with a gun like they're the FBI. It's just sort of like, it's a bit weird.
They were police officers, you know that.
Yeah, but the police don't carry
Armed
guns.
police. Armed police. They were
Oh, really?
firearms officers.
Unrealistic, mate. Not having it.
No,
how else is he going to talk to women?
Guns.
Yeah.
Do you want to be in my film?
Yeah. Probably an accusation on that.
Do you think we've got a nude scene?
Yeah.
Anyone for a Byron burger this weekend?
I'm staying away from there. Let's just say that.
Mate, it's that sort of thing. I mean, that goes on quite a lot. You know, when you go to somewhere, you order whatever off the menu, and they bring you something, and you're allergic to it. You can't eat that certain food. Thing is, I know somebody who did that at one of a local restaurant. When specifically told them they couldn't have a certain thing, it was all wheat and all of that, and they brought this salad back, but they put croutons and stuff on top. Obviously, didn't say they were like gluten free and all of that kind of crap. But the person ate it, was really poorly, and still ended up suing them and getting something for it. And you just think, like, that extremity of the Byron burger, like, the guy died. Where's Dean? I'll pop and say hi.
Don't know where I am.
His car window.
Oh my days, Martin, another day off.
It was quiet.
Nice.
He needs to have a beer.
It happened up here. There's a place in Manchester called I don't know what it's called. It was a burger place, and they make sick burgers. But there's some guy died outside the front of it. Had a nut allergy, and dropped dead literally in the thing out front.
But did he say he had a nut allergy?
Apparently so. Yeah, I think it was like.
All right, okay.
I work in the kitchen, do you know what I mean? If someone comes in and says, we've got somebody in with nut allergy, honestly now I'm like, oh wow. Gloves on, do you know what I mean? Like, get out of here, man. Go make it somewhere else. Nuts is mental. All allergies are bad, but you know if someone's coming with a nut allergy, you're not messing about, are you?
No.
It's tough, isn't it? Because haven't they've not paid any compensation or something, have they? Or they've paid like minimal. Nothing.
They've paid just legal costs.
Is that all they've paid?
Yeah, the insurers refused to pay out. So it was a dairy intolerant, wasn't it? And apparently he'd said that he has a dairy allergy, and they said there's no buttermilk on the chicken. Had the chicken, brown bed.
Really?
Taped in buttermilk, and that's it.
Yeah. So surely they've got to be done there for negligence.
Well, if he said he's got that allergy and they've still done it, then they should get Yeah.
How do they prove it though? How do they prove that he said it? Would it be on a ticket or something that they write, or?
It depends. Do they get a receipt?
Well, how would they tell you, Dean, with a nut allergy? Like, would they just tell you, or does it?
You tell the waitress straight away as soon as you get there, don't you? Yeah.
Would they write it on the order or the ticket?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
that's the way you prove it.
They'd put it on the ticket, but then normally they'd come in and tell you as well. Like, this is, it's everywhere I've worked. It's always been something like took very serious. You know what I mean? People come in. If waitress takes someone's order outside, and they've got an allergy, she will come in, do you know what I mean, and say, this is their allergy, man. This is what they can have. This is what they can't have. Get the menu out, do you know what I mean? Look at the menu. Sometimes you have to just make them something off the top of your head, do you know what I mean?
Because you have most places have like a massive ingredient book, don't they, where they can search for what's in it. Every item.
More corporate places do, yeah. Like, it just breaks everything down. It'll have a bun, do you know what I mean? Break it right down to everything that's in it.
Yeah.
And it'll tell you.
It's just mad that they're not doing anything. Like, some guy's gone out for some food and died. That's it. Like, if he said he's got an allergy, he's gone. That's it.
Like you said, Ady, they need to prove it.
So it makes me wonder if they haven't proved it, or they've proved something for them just to go, no, we'll pay legal costs. That's it.
Yeah. It's like you said, unless there was a witness who saw him say, "I've got a nut allergy," then
it's tough.
How do you prove it?
Yeah.
It's like it's almost like the situation we were talking about the other week with George Floyd and what was the cop, Derek Chauvin. And it was like, did he go out to kill him? No, but he did. So there's a negligence there.
Yeah.
So
they've got to be accountable, mate. That's it. End of. Like,
if I had an allergy like that, I wouldn't eat out.
No.
That's what I always say. Honestly, when people come in and they're like, right, I've got someone in, they've got this allergy, this, they can't have this. I'm like,
go home.
What are they doing?
See you later.
Here's a bowl of ice.
What do you want me to do, man?
I see Ricky Gervais when he talks about he's on a plane and they come over and he's like, you can't give you nuts because somebody on the plane has got a nut allergy, and he's like, so.
I've seen
But that's what I mean. Nuts is mad because you can get like just traces with nut allergies. Do you know what I mean? If you've touched it, cross contamination and all that sort of stuff with nuts.
Yeah,
so you can touch the wrong thing, touch the food, and that's it. Like you say, out.
Need to live in a bubble boy.
Yeah, but some like gluten and that. I've been in the restaurant before. There's been a woman, and we've been like catering to her all week. Gluten allergy, gluten intolerant, and all that. Oh, I can't have this all week. Gets to like the Thursday night, and we're like, "Oh yeah, I got this dessert on and that, but it's gluten in it, so you can't really have it." And that. Oh yeah, I'll have that in it. Yeah, I'll just have shits in the morning. And I'm like, what?
I swear, some people though just say shit to be annoying. I remember once some guy was like. So the two examples here. One guy was like, he's allergic to peas, and I've never heard of anybody ever being allergic to peas. I was like, rubbish. Do you mean you just don't like peas? Because if you don't like peas, we can take the peas off your plate, but you're not allergic to them. I know. Yeah. And then the other guy, I remember once, one of my mates, Daryl Chappell, I'll call him out on here. He told me he was allergic to gravy. Right. I'm allergic to gravy. Can't eat gravy. I was like, that's bollocks. Anyway, one day he went to the chipping. He'd been out. I can't remember where he was. And I had the chips in the car. And I had chips, gravy, and thingy. And I got his sausage, right? And I rolled it all in the gravy.
I bet you did.
And I give him it. And I literally sat in the car watching him. And he ate this sausage. No problem. And I was like, I thought he was allergic to gravy, mate. And he was like, oh, what, was the gravy on it? I was like, yeah. He was like, oh. Nonsense.
I think you get people jumping on a lot of the trends and that, like gluten especially.
Yeah, gluten's gravy. You can get gluten in gravy, thickeners and that. So maybe
people like, I know people got gluten. Can people like have severe reactions from gluten then?
Yeah, you can.
Really?
But a lot of it is just intolerance in it, yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is just people like watching the diet. Oh yeah, I shouldn't eat gluten in it. So they go out to something to eat and they tell the restaurant that they can't have gluten, when really it's just part of the diet.
Liz says, I can't drink alcohol. It's all right, Liz, you're in plenty of company here because Fez can't drink alcohol either.
Well, I try. Only takes one.
Fez, prove it.
You don't really drink, do you, Dean?
No.
Prove it.
No.
Not really, mate. I went out the other when they first opened back up. Went out something to eat and a couple of beers with my mates, but yeah, nothing.
How'd you find that? Were you drunk after two, or was that just me?
Oh, I'm always drunk after two, mate. Because like I said, I don't drink that much, so I'm always drunk after two.
Yes, we've got another one.
But I don't stop. Just
keep going. That's what I'm like.
Just keep banging the shots back. Yeah. Don't know when to stop.
Speaking of alcohol, it's have you seen the stats on the alcohol? Highest in 20 years. Alcohol deaths. That's got to be something to do with lockdown, right? People being at home.
Massively. How many people built like the first lockdown? How many people built like a home bar and all of that stuff? Right, it was just, mate. It's got to be. That's massively playing into that. Yeah. Massively.
It's also, what else are you doing? Like when you're in lockdown, what is there else like to do? Not much.
Like I say, I don't really drink, but I never have. But honestly, you see it a lot. Like you say, people just. It don't bother me. Do you know what I mean? That other people drink and all that sort of stuff. I don't think that, but it's one of them. Like say, people finish work and you just have a beer, man, don't you? Do you know what I mean? Watching the football, you have a beer, you go see your mate. Like you said before, like you bring each other up. It's not like, yeah, I'll just come see you, mate. You know what I mean? It's like we'll go and have a beer. Do you know what I mean?
It's harder for lads though, isn't it? Because like I said, well, we've said this before, Ady, but I've got mates that won't see me unless I'm having a beer with them.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'll come round. We're having a few beers. I'll be like, nah, I'm just going to drive. Oh yeah, don't bother them. I don't know if that says something about. I don't know if that says something about me sober and pissed or what.
Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah.
No, I think it's definitely playing into it, mate. I'd be surprised if it had nothing to do with it. But being locked down, all the mental health people are going through, all the dramas, all the relationships that have broke up, everything. People just turn to drink.
Yeah.
Well,
so we've been locked down for over a year.
There was only, for a long period, there was only one shop that was open, and it was a supermarket where you could buy cheap beer.
Yeah.
Mate, click and collect's turned into just click and collect for beer. Like that was it. Like,
Like say people off work as well, like no work in the morning, man. Just
that's what I mean. They just start early.
Plus the weather was decent, so
everyone
was out drinking. Like that was it. Or you'd go on one of your, I'm just going out for some exercise.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing here? Oh, what, you've got a crate as well? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Let's drink.
Yeah.
Nah, I think it's, to be fair, it'll probably keep going up. Like next year might probably be higher.
Well,
now it's open again.
Yeah, everyone will be out, won't they? Drinking.
Well, this is it. Yeah, everyone can't wait to get back out unrestricted.
It's going to be so antisocial. It's going to be heaving, but no one's going to be talking. Everyone's just going to be drinking.
Yeah.
Like, just drinking and staring at each other. Like, what's that?
Yeah.
That's called a female. Like, you're allowed to
It's
talk.
going to be weird, isn't it? From is it the 21st of June when all restrictions have lifted? Is that the 21st? Yeah. It's going to be weird where I'd be interesting to see, are people still going to mix, or will people still be like keeping their distance like they are now?
That's what I'm saying earlier. That's what I think people will be like. Do you know what I mean?
But it'll be. I think
people
when they're
maybe you'll be close to, but like people you don't know in the bar and that will still be like, oh, don't stand too close. I won't be. Do you know what I mean? I'm not fussed, man. But
I think when they're sober, the people will be wary. But as soon as they're drunk, I think it'll be back to normal. Yeah. There's how many beers? None tonight, mate.
It's on the water, Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be weird. It'll be like, because now you can go into the bar. Sorry, you can't go in the bar. You can literally order at your table, go to the toilet, and that's it.
Yeah.
You can't
there's a bar around here where you can order outside at the table, or if you're paying cash, you can go into the bar and pay cash. So you still go into the bar and you're waiting at the bar.
What I don't get is that gyms are open and everyone's kind of like, I'll see my mates in the gym. I won't social distance with them. I'm going to go and talk to them. But you're not allowed to sit at a table in a pub having a drink.
Or even a coffee. You can't even sit indoors.
That's what I mean.
Having a coffee.
Oh, it's mental.
I just moved gyms, so I was at JD gyms. Other gyms are available, and it was honestly rammed. You literally couldn't get on any equipment. There was at least 150 people in every time you went. I've just gone to one of the village gyms up here, and it's loads better. Like even at the village there, I think you've seen it on that video I sent you the other day. They have every bit of equipment is segregated by perspex sheet. Yeah. So you're in there on your own, which is, I like it. I prefer that. That's the way it should be. Not sweating all over each other.
Our gym's always empty, man. Every time I'm in there's about three people in there, including me. That's it. Is it
because of the time of the day you go, or just?
No, it's always like it. Always. Well, evening it's a little bit busier when they have classes on and stuff like that, but it's never like packed ever.
Yeah, I can't go to the gym at certain times because you literally can't get on anything.
Yeah, that's what I mean. None of that.
There's
but
no point
I go in the morning, literally, and there's the same two people in there, man. Me.
I was going to JD at like 10:30. Rammed. I'm like, nobody got a job. Literally. Martin says he only goes to the gym for the vending machine.
Hey, fair play. You still go though. That's what counts.
That's it.
Still there.
Still gets his little stamp and he goes in. His app tells him he's been in.
Exactly, and also you can take a photo of the gym. Looks like he's been there, and he can go home.
Tag yourself that you're at the gym.
That's it.
That's it. It's official then.
That's what I do anyway. I just walk into them, take a photo, go home. Job done.
Right, boysies. Now, the moment everyone's been waiting for.
Are we getting on to the footy stuff?
Football!
Yeah, get it.
Smashed it.
Yes. Again, Bez, you want to step out?
Oh, here we go. Why is that?
We've got 3 United fans and a Fulham fan tonight.
Hey, we'll be relegated. It's fine. We'll be back.
Have you gone down yet, or is it
basically we need to win? We need to win all 4 games, and we've got United in them 4 games, so that ain't happening.
Not looking good, mate, is it?
No. Thing is, they still give me hope. What's the most frustrating thing? I've always got hope, and it's just not good.
Mate, the silver lining is Peterborough at home or Peterborough away next year.
I'm so annoyed they've gone up. If they beat us as well, I won't be able to live it down.
Well, at least you'll only be around the corner from the ground.
That's true, actually. Yeah, at least I get to see them, even if we play rubbish.
Because we're definitely not going to be looking for Fez sat in the away end, giving it some banter. We'll just listen out for who's singing the German Bombers song. It'll be Fez.
Couple drinks, just start singing that in the away end.
Hey,
What do we make of the Champions League semi-finals?
Well, City were decent, weren't they? Let's be honest.
Do you know what? I expected PSG to do better than that.
yeah.
The second leg without Mbappe, they weren't.
Yeah, he's somewhere else, though, isn't he, Mbappe?
Yeah. But I thought Foden was unbelievable. We got Mahrez turned up, didn't he? Diaz at the back. Unreal.
Yeah, what a signing he's been, by the way.
Yeah. He's changed the back 4, but Pep's had to leave out Laporte, who's a great defender, because Diaz is better with Stones, isn't he?
We've seen their squad. They have literally got two full teams.
Yeah.
2 full teams, yeah. 100%.
Did you see the clip of their half-time speech?
What's that?
Did you see the clip of Pep's half-time speech on it, saying about the 2-0? And it was really good. It was really... Because, you ever see the documentary on Prime?
I've not watched the City one. I've seen the Spurs one.
City one's good.
Yeah, City one. So when Pep's doing his thing...
Can't bring himself to watch it.
He's crouching down, he's at the tactic board, he's moving all these magnets around. But on this half-time one against PSG, he was doing exactly the same. But the players were just focused on him, and he was just going on about, 2-0 up, we've got 45 minutes, we can score 5 goals. It was all positive. It was just, mate, I can see why it pains it, but they're decent. They are so good.
I don't want them to win it, though.
I reckon if they put 2 teams into the Premier League, they'd finished first and in the top 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They've got a strong squad.
It's bad, isn't it?
Yeah. But that's funny, isn't it? Because Pep was talking the other day about football's nothing without competition. Yeah. He's only ever managed the best teams with the most money.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see him do it without all that, yeah.
Let's go to Fulham. Go to Fulham, see if we can do it.
Exactly, mate.
Pep is. I'll tell you what Pep is. Pep is the living interpretation of Football Manager when you just cheat and have all the money.
Yeah,
that's career.
They play well. Foden, Jesus Christ,
Well, put a bit of a dampener on it, Liz.
Oh.
Yeah. Just reading that.
Happy City in the Champions League final. He was a proper mank.
Do you know what, though? I do think Chelsea have got a really good chance.
Do you know what? I reckon Tuchel's got his number.
Because they've done it in the semis, didn't they? In the FA Cup, wasn't it? They beat City. And I just think the way Chelsea's set up, pains me to say it's my brother's a Chelsea fan, but
they don't concede, do they?
they've got a real chance.
Chance after chance the other night as well against Madrid, one after another.
Yeah. For example, Mount again, he's unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't know. He missed it,
Werner, I don't understand how he's still. I know he scored, but honestly,
he missed it.
No,
Werner. Yeah.
I don't rate him at all.
He's got. I tell you what, though, he's got a tune out of some of them players that weren't getting a sniff under Lampard, hasn't he?
Havertz is one of them, isn't he? Havertz
he hit the bar twice, didn't he, the other night?
Yeah. But yeah, I feel for Tammy Abraham. He's still top goal scorer this season for him, and he's now not getting a sniff.
The players that have been left up, both squads, both City as well and Chelsea, the players that they don't play and get in, it's just a nightmare, mate.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Liz, we'll get you on. Next one, Martin's on. You can come on.
Carnage, absolute carnage.
Yeah, I hope they win it. I'm not a huge Chelsea fan at all, but obviously City to win their first one. Nah.
Yeah, I'd rather Chelsea all day, man.
I just think the way, like I said, Chelsea play the way, and also City. Yes, they played lovely football, but will they break them down? And last time in the semi-finals, they didn't.
Do you know, it's funny. Like, for a moment today, right? I was in the car, I just pulled up to the office at work, and I was like, I was listening to someone on the radio. It was Matthew Hatton was on the radio. He was on TalkSport today, and I pulled up to the office. I thought, you know what? Wouldn't it be good if City win the Champions League and United win the Europa League? Well, like, how good for Manchester would that be? You know, being an adopted man myself. And then I went, ugh. No. No, it'd be the worst thing ever because the City fans are painful.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah, it'd be all right for you in Manchester, though, because they don't live around there, do they?
Stockport, innit? City fan. No, so what do we think for the final then? Do we reckon Chelsea do it, or do you think City will get there?
I hope Chelsea do.
I want Chelsea to win it, but it's City.
They're
good, aren't they, City, man? Like you say, you've just been naming all them players.
Yeah, I think City will take it, which is annoying. But
it depends. If City score early, they'll go on to win 3-4-0 for me. It'll be that comfortable for them because I think as soon as Chelsea come out at them, it suits City. But if they can keep them contained for 60, 70 minutes, City will get frustrated. And I think that's when Chelsea could nick one and see out the game.
Be nice to see all these young boys light up the final, like you say, Mount, Greenwood in the.
It'd be a really good game. It'd be a really good game.
Yeah, in the Champions League final, light up the finals and then go to the Euros and do it. Do the business.
Keep their form going.
Yeah.
For the Euros.
Just Arsenal to ruin an all-English.
I know.
Typical
European finals.
Typical. I don't think United have got that personally. I can't see them.
We should win that. Yeah. But
underestimate Villarreal. I won't underestimate it.
I wouldn't underestimate him, but
Cavani. All these games we've got crammed in this week. Pick up some injuries through that.
That's true.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Have you secured top 4? Is that a guarantee now?
Yeah,
not quite.
Not quite.
We're finishing fourth, man.
But anyway, if you win the Europa League, you're into the Champions League anyway, aren't you?
Yeah. I think we'll definitely finish third. I think we'll probably finish second, but we might finish third.
We need to finish second though for it to be a good season.
Finish second and win the Europa League.
Then for it to be
then it's an okay season.
Acceptable. Yeah.
Just think you need a couple more players. For me, if you could get a very good centre back in,
that's it. We do need a centre back more than anything.
Yeah, like for some games when you're on top of teams, you can't. That's when Maguire is not good. When you're sitting back, Maguire's quality because he can head the ball and he's sitting back and he can't go over the top. He's in dreamland. That's perfect for Maguire. And that's why he did so well at Leicester. The way they play, they counter attack. They sit deep and they counter-attack over the top to Vardy. And that's why he looked good at Leicester. So I just think you need another centre-back in there.
He can't run, can he? That's the problem.
Dangerous watching United trying to play out from the back. Wow, man.
Do you know, it's funny. If I was my tactic, if I was playing United, I'd be like, just let them have the ball at the back.
Yeah.
Go on, let them have. Just sit off.
Give it to us soon enough. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. You give us it back. You have it. But he's got to drop those two centre backs for me. Centre backs. Two holding midfielders. We talked about this before, but the two holding midfielders, shocking. What do we think of the protests last weekend at Old Trafford?
I loved it, man. To be fair, I thought it was well funny.
But the thing is, that some of the people going, "Oh, well, it's because they're not winning stuff." This has been going on for ages. They've been protesting since you've been, even when you've been winning.
Them diehard United guys, man. Yeah.
We got.
They said they're going to do it again, haven't they?
Finances, they know all about it, man. Do you know what I mean?
Listen, United were protesting about this 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, and what were we doing in those 3 years? And three of those 4 years, we were in the Champions League final. So it's not about it's not about winning. Obviously, it's shit that we're not winning at the minute, but that's not what it's about.
100%.
It's like it's almost
after work, and I was expecting it to be like half time, so I've gone to watch it, and it's like, oh yeah, delayed. What do you mean delayed? So I've gone on Instagram because that's like where I see the news. So I've looked at the Man United page, but they were on this boycott. All the Premier League teams not using social media for the weekend, so they was like not posted for 2 days. So I was like, I had to Google it, like, what's going on, man? Had a look, and it was seeing them all on the pitch and that.
They played there another game, weren't they?
Yeah, it's funny. I see them.
Have you seen the pictures of that guy snorting cocaine off the corner flag?
No.
See them chanting Roy Keane, like Tino, and then Have
you not seen it?
Giving him a stick.
There's a video and they've got pictures of him. They know exactly who it is. He steals the corner flag and he's got the corner flag up and he's pouring a bag of cocaine on the corner flag and he's snorting this coke.
I saw the guy who's on the goal and someone shot and he fell off. It's so funny.
It's funny though. It's funny how rival fans have been kicking off about the protest. Yeah.
Nothing to do with them, is it?
And the media were like, the media weren't saying it was a good thing, but obviously then the week before, they're protesting about the ownership and the Super League and all this sort of stuff. Yet when it affects Sky Sports and their game that they're going to show, no, we can't have that.
Thugs, rebels. Mental, man. But I thought...
As long as it don't get violent, I think they've done...
That's it. Like, fair play to them. If you want to storm the pitch, all that. But the bit... it's a bit bad when I've seen some of it, man. They got police, like, pinned in a corner. Do you know what I mean? They're all, like, giving them it, chucking glass bottles at them and that. That's a bit too far, do you know what I mean? Security and that, do you know what I mean? Like, security guards, Old Trafford, they're probably Man United fans themselves, do you know what I mean? Just going to work, man.
You take away...
End up getting pinned in a corner.
That's the thing. You take away the whole sort of meaning behind the protest. Then it's not a normal process. You don't step back and listen. You just think you're just a bunch of dickheads. Like if you go in there just to cause violence, just to break shit, and just to make a mess.
That's not on. Yeah.
No. Protest.
That's be done the right way.
Yeah.
Going into the stadium and going on the pitch. Yeah, that's fine. As soon as you get violence involved, that's when
they tried to follow Glazer, didn't they, and ask him for an opinion. He just ignored that reporter.
Oh yeah. He didn't. He's a nightmare. Like I say, Man United fans knew it from the beginning. From, like you say, 2010, 2011, they weren't happy. So it's not a surprise they've kicked off. So
when they rescheduled, they're doing it again. They've already said.
Yeah,
they're going to carry.
The Man United Supporters Trust, aptly named Musk. Martin's asked to join in because he wants to have a moan about United fans. Here he goes.
Here he goes.
Martin.
Hey!
How we doing,
guys?
How we doing?
I'm all right. You guys?
Yeah, not bad, thanks.
I had to jump on. Hang on, let me turn you off my car because I pulled over. Is there a tag?
So many of
Can
those
you hear
memes.
me?
You see those memes?
Yes.
I had to jump on with your football chat.
Go on then.
Marco, just mute him when he starts, yeah?
You got
Go on then.
the,
Go on,
the protest.
on the protest.
Go on.
Go on then.
Oh no, your protests were brilliant. The right idea, but just not the smashing up stuff. That's banger. That's wrong.
Yeah, but
Like,
if you've got 4,000 people there, you're always going to have a few idiots.
Yeah.
When Man United play Liverpool, listen, when Man United play Liverpool on a normal game, there was more arrests at a normal Man United Liverpool game than there was at that protest.
Yeah. The thing with it though is you United fans were slating us when we smashed the Real Madrid window.
But that's targeting.
That's just disrespectful.
That's targeting players.
Scouse.
What are you doing that for?
That's targeting players. We're targeting police.
It's all right to target
Police are
the
allowed.
police.
Yeah, but you only smashed
yeah,
the window.
Roy
You only
Keane-
smashed the
Roy
window
Keane
because
and
your
Souness
son
with
is
the
licking it.
Wasn't keen. They're
hold on.
Souness.
So
Did you see
it's all
Souness'
right for
reaction to
Souness.
it? Did you see Souness' reaction? He was crying
It was
about
a bit OTT.
we could get killed.
Yeah, it was a bit OTT. But if you guys had stood out there with your pickets, and that was it, I think the whole footballing world would have backed you.
But nobody
I
listened.
don't think
But listen,
anybody could.
but look at Newcastle, right? Newcastle fans have been demanding what's his name to get out of the club for God knows how long, right?
Ashley.
They have Mike Ashley. They have protest after protest. Nothing happens. United have had protest after protest. Nothing happens. The shit the fans caused last week has actually caused the Glazers to respond to the fans for the first time in 16 years.
Yeah, they have to respond though, because you've gone and smashed up Old Trafford, hit corner flag, smashed up cameras, and they've got to respond to that. But do you honestly think they're going to sell you?
Say that again.
No.
Do you think they're going to sell?
No.
No. Why would they?
Why would you? It's a cash cow.
Exactly. It is a cash cow. They are milking you dry. And they're not going to, unless they get somebody coming in that's going to offer them a stupid amount of money, they're not going to sell because they've just got a steady stream of money coming through the door from the fourth richest club in the world. So do you not feel like you just knock on the door for a reason?
Yeah, but it's the intent. At least they're trying. I know it says, but like they're trying. If they were just sitting back and letting it happen, then isn't that worse? At least the fans are trying to do something.
What were you doing?
It's the right way.
What were you doing, Martin, when the Gillette and Hicks were running you lot into the ground?
I did attend one protest outside of a game, but that was about it really. But then I did spend most of my childhood in Germany, so it was a bit difficult across the pond.
Well, Gillette and Hicks weren't that much. Gillette and Hicks was just before. Gillette and Hicks was
they weren't that far back. I was just trying to think of an excuse. I didn't really do much. I didn't really do much, if I'm honest here. But what can I do?
They've responded to the fans. They've responded to the fans today, the Glazers, and they've said that they would basically look at having fan representation on the board, which is what the fans have been asking for.
But how many other clubs have come out and done that? Liverpool have done that. Chelsea have already done that. City have done that. So they're coming out and doing what everybody else has done. This is the only bonus from this ESL stuff, is the clubs are getting fan representation.
Yeah, but it's one
bit more fan input, but
it's what they've been wanting.
Isn't fan input. Your issue is.
It's one thing that they've done. It's just one thing that they've wanted. So the protest
you
would
just want
work.
the Glazers out because they're milking you dry and they've riddled you with debt.
But they're never gonna go out. We know that.
No.
We know that. But what we have got out of this protest is a response from them, and now we're going to get representation on the board.
No. So if the protests have worked and you've got what you've done, why are you doing it again?
Because it's Liverpool.
Okay, so you've got what you want. Why are they protesting on the next Liverpool game?
They haven't got what they want though. What they've got is, when your kids are pestering you, Daddy, I want this. Daddy, I want that. Daddy, can you get me this? And you say, I'll sort it later. Don't worry, I'll get it later. It's just a fault, but that's what they've said. We'll consider it, is what they've said.
So they're not going to do it.
Right.
They're not actually. They haven't said yes, we're doing it. This is what's going to happen. They've said, we've heard you. We've listened to you. We'll consider it.
They just signed a few players, weren't they?
This is a tough conversation to have with 3 Man United fans, because I think that what happened on the weekend, I think, was dreadful. I hate all the hooliganism stuff.
I agree with the violence part was wrong.
The protest, 100%.
Protest, but yeah, I think that's what we're kind of saying is that yes, they've gone too far, but they've got every right to protest about what's going on at the club.
Well, they do. Do you think will happen again in the next when we play? When is it? A couple of weeks or not? Away. And the protest then, do you think they're exactly the same?
They're saying it's new.
I hope so.
They're going to do the same.
Well, yeah.
Well, on that note, I'm off.
Yeah, finally.
What
See you later, guys. Have a good evening.
Yeah, all right.
I'm not gonna lie, I got on Old Trafford. Went to a protest.
What did Liverpool do then?
I kind of got a bit excited, being on the pitch of that of a football.
Liverpool, though, what did they do? They went, we're just going to remove our flags from the stand. Oh, no. Wow. I'm sure the owners were devastated.
Yeah, but they did also burn them, didn't they? Come on, they were burning shirts as well.
Yeah, fair one.
That's ultimate.
That proved the point, didn't it? Yeah. Fair one.
I don't know.
I don't know though. I just like seeing all the memes that come off them. You see them all. Someone said, I've seen a few of them. Let me think, man, Pele. Someone said Pele was spotted on the pitch trying to add goals to his goal tally, man.
There was one about Bruno Fernandes, seeing that someone had took a penalty and he wanted to get off the coach and obviously get on he was complaining about the penalty spot. It's only his.
No, I'm all for it, no matter what Martin says.
He doesn't know much about football, does he?
No way. Clearly, as a Liverpool fan, he doesn't know anything about football. I think he's logged back on a listing now, so he knows nothing about football. Yeah.
Wait for the bait. Come on.
No. But yeah, look, like I said, mate, what else can you do? What else can you do? Hey, I tell you what, have you seen the team viewer stats?
No.
So United's new kit sponsor next year is Team Viewer, right? All United fans have gone on to Trustpilot and they have bombarded Trustpilot with 1-star review. They've had like 5,000 reviews on Trustpilot. So now if you go on to TeamViewer on Trustpilot, they're like 1 star and every comment is like Glazers out.
It's quite smart though. It's quite a smart thing. They're literally stopping any kind of money.
Yeah.
Or trying to stop any kind of money coming back in.
So Trustpilot. Yeah, 1 star.
Fair play.
One star, and literally every review is Glazers out. Glazers out. Don't put money into the Glazers' pockets. But bag of shit, MUFC.
Was that you, Fez?
Yes, mate. All the comments were me. Every review.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I wouldn't recommend this product if they're working with the Glazers.
So some poor shit at Trustpilot's had to go and respond.
She's logged off, mate. Can't help it.
Do you know what? They've deleted a load of them because when I was on it the other day, there was like 5,000. There's now 845, and they're still 83% negative.
Mate, there will be. There'll be they'll be going through it. Some poor shit is sat on that desk going, oh, here we go again. I've got to respond to this. Copy, paste.
Yeah, it's nuts. But yeah, so that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to hit them in the pocket.
Yeah.
Good idea. What for once?
What about the boxing, boys, this weekend? What do we think to the boxing? First one, Billy Joe versus Canelo.
I'm all for Billy Joe.
I love Billy Joe. I think he's class. Have you seen some of the interviews he's been doing? Oh, mate, they're hilarious. Yes, it's halfway through it. Oh, what a joker.
We were talking about that before we came on, weren't we? It's just...
Mate, it's one of them, right? So I've been in this situation. So I went on holiday. So you remember... I won't remember his name. I won't say his name, but Tilly, remember the guy that we talk about where he's like, I don't get why you love your kids. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
went on holiday with him, right? And this Spanish waiter came over to the table, obviously, because we're in a restaurant. Why else would there be a waiter? And he was like, could speak perfect English, this guy. And he's going, yeah, so can I get bruschetta to start, please, and put your cock in it. And can I have a spaghetti from my main and put your cock in it? And can you get me a pint of lager and then put your cock in it? Like this. And me and my mate are like, look at him going, what? And the guy's just like looking, like, guy understood everything. And he walks off, and I've gone, why have you done that? And he's like, I don't understand what I'm saying. I'm like, he understood everything. Put your cock in it. Oh, God. Well, that's what Billy Joe did, didn't he? Billy Joe was like, yeah, so I think the fight's going to be good, and I think your breath smells. And
he's just a character, mate. He's the right kind of character.
He's got massive art on him, though. He's not going to give up, is he?
He's a bloody good fighter as well.
Yeah.
I watched some of this.
He can back it all up.
I watched his fights today. I watched the Lemieux fight, and I watched the Andy Lee fight. The Lemieux fight was just something else.
Yeah, that's proper warrior, wasn't it? He just does not stop, mate. He just doesn't know when to.
Well, Lemieux didn't get anywhere near him. Like it was just way better than him.
Who do you think is going to win, though?
I think everything about all your senses tells you Canelo wins by knockout. Like everything about it tells you that. But I think he's going to do it. I genuinely think he will do it. I look at the fights that Canelo's had recently, right? Where if you think Amir Khan, do you remember? Did you watch the Canelo Amir Khan fight where he basically decapitated him in the middle of the ring, didn't he? But for the first 4 rounds, Khan was winning. He was jabbing, boxing around. He was outboxing him, and then Canelo basically just stood there and lamped him. Yeah. But Khan can't take a punch, so obviously it was sort of game over. If you look at some of the fighters, and you look at Mayweather just fucking schooled him. Like, I know Mayweather's the bloody greatest, but he did not get anywhere near him. And I think if Billy Joe boxes and moves like he does, he's got a great chance.
It's a great matchup. That.
I'll be watching it.
Played in our stadium, Ady.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, AT&T.
Oh, mate. Well, we'll revisit that in October. It's fine.
Yeah, 70,000 Mexicans basically at the AT&T. But I've been watching all the build up to it. It's so because obviously Tyson's around, isn't he? And Tyson is just so funny.
Yeah. Tyson's hilarious.
Yeah. But it's just quality to watch. So the bit where he was saying about, how do you two? Why have you got such a good relationship, you two? He was just like, we bang loads of prostitutes. Like, who says that in an interview? Like, the guy didn't know what to say. He was like, yeah, cool. Okay, we'll have a great fight.
So do you come here a lot, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was saying this before. That was my favourite part of the interview, where he's like, why didn't you come to the head-to-head? I was in my room playing my balls. I just love that.
Mate, it's going to be a good fight. Good fight.
Who do you think is going to win?
I reckon Billy.
Do you think?
Yeah, I reckon he's going to do it. I think he's going to outbox. Canelo's just going to look for that knockout, and he's just going to get outboxed, mate.
The problem is, though, the scorecards, all Canelo's scorecards are a joke. Like, so I don't think Billy Joe knocks him out because he's not a massive puncher. So he will outbox him, but does he get the decision? Don't know.
I still think it's hard. I want Billy Joe Saunders to win, but I just think Canelo's going to get it.
That's it with boxing, isn't it? You know you got to win and like really win. Do you know what I mean?
If you're fighting away from home against a home crowd almost, you know you've got to knock them out. That's it. Because if it goes to the scorecards, you're not getting anywhere near it.
It's like Martin Murray fought. Was it Martinez in Argentina? It was a world championship fight. He won the fight. He clearly won it, and he lost it on the scorecards.
That's it.
Yeah.
But I know Wilder did knock him down, but even Fury,
the first
fight, absolutely outclassed him the whole fight. Most rounds he was dominating, and then just because he got one hit, knocked him down, he got up. I don't know how can I give it a draw?
Yeah. That's the thing with boxing, man. Frustrating.
It's bent in it, boxing.
Yeah,
it's going to be a Rocky and Drago, isn't it? If that's all it is.
And you know, there's no what's it called when they lose? There's no rematch clause in the contract.
It's not.
Really?
Wow.
So it's literally one shot. That's it. Right. I think he's
how confident Canelo was.
I think Eddie Joe. Yeah. Just shows confidence and done it really.
Yeah. I still like Billy Joe all the way for that. And then, what about AJ and Fury when that goes?
Fury.
I can't see anything else but Fury.
I know. Yeah.
I just think first of all he'll get in AJ's head. 100%. He's so good at that. Even the pre-fight, he gets that every time. He wins that. He knows what he's on about. He gets in their head. He knows how to get in their head. And then when he boxes, he outboxes everyone. Fury knows.
Do you not rate AJ though?
Yeah, I do. But
he's underrated for me, AJ.
Yeah, but he lost.
I don't think people give him credit for how good a boxer he is.
He's professional. It's hard. I still do.
I just see it like how they say it, isn't it? Like AJ's been taught, and do you know what I mean? Yeah, he's amateur boxer, all that, and he learned it. Do you know what I mean? Whereas, like Tyson Fury said, it's like he's just a fighting man. Do you know what I mean? He's just been fighting since he knew how to. Do you know what I mean?
He's seen in his camp at the moment. Every time they finish training,
man. On his feet, how big he is, man. Yeah, I think he's Tyson Fury. Yeah. Like the size of him, how light he is on his feet, on his toes.
It's a tough one to call, but I just don't see how Fury loses the fight.
I think the second fight against Andy Ruiz, AJ tried to box a little bit. Do you know what I mean? But he weren't.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what I mean. Like, AJ can't go in and outbox
near like Tyson Fury quality.
He can't. Yeah, he can't outbox Fury.
No.
For me, I can't see him outboxing. So he's going to.
Wilder couldn't catch him with the big bomb, then.
But Wilder's not a good boxer though. Like Wilder's got one big punch.
He just followed. He walks around and win. Like Fury was correct. He just walks around and got like that. Wait just for one punch. And
that's it.
If you don't hit, he's done.
AJ will hit Fury way more than Wilder did.
Yeah,
he'll be more clever. He'll have to get more with the jabs, not just walk around trying to hit one shot.
I think AJ. I think he's just going to have a better game plan. I think he's going to box him, mate. He's just going to outbox him.
You think that AJ's going to outbox Fury? Yeah, that's a big statement. That.
Well, mate, if AJ loses, we'll get in the ring. That's fine, isn't it? If AJ loses, me and you will
give me a year, and I'll tell you something, mate. I'll just be running rings around you. I'll be fully
go to Russia.
I'll move.
You can't even grow a beard.
Yeah, fair one. Yeah. Don't matter in the ring though. When I'm running rounds, after 1 minute, you're. I wouldn't even have to touch you. I just run round for 5 rounds and be on the floor.
We've got our next live.
Oh, the fight.
Yeah, me and Fez. fine.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't know, mate. I'm so on the fact. The thing is, I like them both.
Yeah.
I just like them. Before I went to the first Wilder fight. What is that noise? I went to the first Wilder fight, and before I went to that, I was a proper AJ dick rider. Like I was all for AJ, and obviously we bumped into Tyson Fury in LA, and obviously went to the fight, loved it, and since then I've always been like, oh, love Fury, he's brilliant.
He's a showman, isn't he? Well, he's a massive showman. He's quality.
But again, he can back it up. He can back it up. It's like a little bit like Billy Joe Saunders. He's a showman, but he can back it up with his performances. But like Eddie Hearn said, in some ways, AJ's record of who he's fought is very strong. Some of the before the Wilder fight, Fury coming back into it, they weren't great opponents, were they? So it's a tough one to call, and I just see. I can't believe Eddie's come out and said he's going to outbox Fury. I don't know how he does that.
I think it's a simple one. It's either AJ by knockout or Fury on points.
Yeah, Ady, that's outrageous, mate. I'm going to be honest with you, mate. If you get it right, fair play to you, fair play. But I can't see how AJ outbox Fury. Fury's unbelievable. He showed it in the first fight against Wilder. I know Wilder just is looking for one shot, and then in the second one against Wilder, he outboxed him and hit him hard to stop the fight. So I don't know how you can see AJ outboxing Fury. His movement's unbelievable. He's proven that in many fights. So,
what do you think, Dean? Oh, we lost Dean.
Yeah, completely agree with Dean. Well done. Great opinion.
Yeah, no, I think that's. I think you get good odds on AJ winning on points. Very good,
mate. It's boxing, mate. Anything.
Not
look at the weekend. Look at what's just happened with.
Not on points. I'm not having that.
I'm just having a look now. Odd shot.
It's not happening. AJ will have to knock him out in the fight. I'm sorry, Ady.
You keep saying sorry, mate. Don't apologise. It's okay.
But the thing
you're
is,
not being told off.
you are chatting a lot of rubbish, mate, out of your mouth at the moment. And so is Marco now. But yeah, I don't see it.
AJ Anthony Joshua points or decision. 11-2. 5-2. AJ knockout. That's pretty good odds. That.
But there's a chance.
Almost 2-1. AJ knocks him out.
Only takes a couple of hits and could be game over.
Yeah.
That's the other thing with heavyweight boxing. I know Fury he's apparently not got the biggest punch, but he's proven against Wilder it's still dangerous.
Well, did he say that he was saying he put like things in his gloves?
Oh yeah. But yeah, it's going to be a good fight again. That's going to be a massive fight. But I just can't see AJ winning by.
Where's that going to be?
Talking about August, September.
Yeah, where?
Saudi.
Oh, yeah.
Ruined it for British fans, haven't they?
It's money.
It's not about the money, though, is it?
No, it's. Yeah. Well, what are they saying? 50 million each.
Well, that's happy days.
Wow.
But yeah. Talking about
get knocked out for that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, fair one. But talking about the boxing, you've seen the Floyd Mayweather and Jake Paul. Have you not seen it?
Do you know what I think's happened there, Fez?
Yeah,
I think Jake Paul got so wound up with your call out that he was like, "I've got to prove a point here,"
and he just took his hat.
Mayweather was going sick if he's saying, oh, I don't fuck with me. You don't fuck with me. I'm gonna fucking knock you out.
I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Like,
to be fair, only took his hat, but
It was his favourite hat, though.
yeah, bless him.
His hat was probably worth about $9 million.
Have you heard what he wants to do though? He wants to fight Logan Paul, and in the same night he wants
Same
to have
night.
Jake Paul after.
He could. I think he'd do it as well.
Funny. It would. It would be
do it.
so funny. That will knock them. That will be them done. If that happened, and I don't think Jake Paul. I think Jake Paul, as a business person, won't accept that because he knows if he gets battered after Floyd's been in the ring with Logan, it's just embarrassing for the both of them, isn't it?
He could probably do them at the same time.
Oh, that's what I said. I said to that. I said that to Ady earlier. I think you'd have a chance. Two of them in the ring.
Mate. It's getting a bit fucking stupid now. It's getting a bit disrespectful to.
That Jake Paul is honestly, he's just like you say. It's just disrespectful. Like,
mate, it is. That's the bottom line because they did. Because there's been loads of people come out now, haven't they, saying that they should just like stop it now. They shouldn't entertain it.
No.
But again, we come back to most conversations about sport. It's money. It's bringing in revenues, bringing in fans. It's bringing in all sorts. But in terms of the actual respect of the sport, shouldn't happen.
Jake Paul ain't stupid though, and he knew if he could cause a scene with Floyd Mayweather, massive media attention. He was trending on Twitter. It was all over everywhere. So that fight's going to happen. It's going to happen now. So that's more money for Jake Paul.
He's getting money just for that antics, for all the hits, everything.
They reckon the Ben Askren fight generated 75 million.
That's what I mean. Right, it's ridiculous, isn't it? He's so clever. He's such a clever.
And Ben Askren, how fucking stupid is Ben Askren? Didn't negotiate a split of the pay-per-view.
Well, he's an idiot.
Just took $1 million flat. Are you mad? Yeah. I'd be like, yeah, I'll take that, and I'll take 10% of the pay-per-view, thanks.
Yeah.
And if that's no, I ain't getting in. Cheers. Pick someone else. That's the thing, mate. I think after watching that last night, it's just so stupid. I mean, a bit OTT, but
it's been interesting watching all because there were so many cameras there. It's been really interesting watching all the different camera angles of like what was going on.
Yeah. And then you just heard him dragged into.
He's got a shiner though, hasn't he, Jake Paul?
Yeah, that was from one of the bodyguards.
His bodyguard, wasn't it? Or something?
Was it?
Massive bodyguard. It was funny that not many of Jake Paul's bodyguards were near him. They didn't get involved. They're like, "No, go on."
Did you watch the press conference before it?
Yeah,
no, I didn't see that.
It's like, what was he said? Logan was like, "Are you reading from a teleprompter?" To Mayweather, and he was like, "Oh no, that's right. You can't read, can you?"
To be fair, Logan Paul out of the two,
I like Logan.
Yes,
I don't know him. Just put it out there. I don't know him, he seems fairly reasonable.
Yeah, he's not as deluded as Jake, is he? Jake's just on a different level.
It's just all getting a bit stupid. It's all getting a bit stupid.
I think it should have stopped after KSI. Logan Paul.
Yeah.
And stuck to maybe if they turn pro, maybe Jake versus KSI, and then after that, just cut it there. Because now he's
turn pro, do it properly. Like fight people that fight, like fight proper fighters.
Yeah, 100%. Rather than calling people out and then just creating all this drama about it, all this media.
I think Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul would be fantastic to watch, to see Tommy Fury absolutely knock Jake Paul out.
He won't take that fight. I can tell you that now.
Of course he won't.
Because that will end it. That will end it. He will actually call out somebody who can fight.
I'd love to see that.
Yeah, I would take my money for that. I'd pay money for that.
Yeah.
Because
just
anyway, Tommy Fury's out in Miami. I think he's travelled out. So he's already called out Jake Paul and said, "I'm coming to your gym. I'm coming to the gym, and we're going to sort this out."
He said in one of the interviews, he said, "I'm here. Like, I'll fight you now. Like, we don't need all this camera." I said, "If you want a fight, I'll fight you now, and I'll show you how a real boxer boxes." And he just spank him, mate. And he won't take it because
he knows
that will be the end of all the gobshite. Like, that's it. He's getting called out. I think he's called out the wrong person now. And then that's it. It's game over.
He just calls out everyone, doesn't he? Though. But
Breaking news: Tommy Fury's just not.
Breaking news, yeah. Jake Paul has been knocked out cold.
I have to go out celebrating then.
Mate, I think it's just it'd be a good weekend. Good weekend for boxing.
Yeah, 4 o'clock the ring walk. 4 o'clock the ring walk.
What Saturday?
On Saturday night? Yeah, you boys, are you gonna watch it or not?
Oh,
I'm tempted to. Oh, well, I'm in my mate's garden for social distance drinks. But it depends what time we finish there. I might stay up and watch the fight. To be fair, it'll be a great event. I think.
I've got a mate coming over, but I'm going to pitch a tent and he can watch it through the window.
Yeah, of course, obviously.
Yeah, Boris.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Boris, we are keeping to your rules, mate.
But no, yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, I think
the whole thing from it, mate, from start to finish. Good build.
Few shandies and what's he saying here, Martin? Oh, Pinocchio. Pinocchio, is that lies? Yeah. No, he's gonna sit in the garden. I'm gonna put the patio doors, windows open. I'm gonna put the TV on. I'm gonna sit in the comfort of my own home, with a drink. And if it rains, it rains. You know, he's got to stay outside.
Yeah, because that'd be the sensible thing to do, obviously, with the government rules and that. So,
yeah.
That's a bullshit. Shut up.
Boys, wrapping up, I wanted to ask you a quick question. What's this saying? Whereabouts in the garden behind you? Yeah. He's going to be in the garden.
On the pool, mate. I'll be in the pool.
He's just going to pitch it on the grass just about there. And if you see it, he can then just see in that window.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Question to ask just before we leave. If you could have any guest on your podcast, past or present, who would it be? Ady.
Past or
alive
present.
or dead?
Well, they wouldn't talk much if they're dead, would they?
Right. That is honestly.
No, I'm just saying. I'd rather have. I think I'd rather have. I'd rather have Ricky Gervais. I think.
Richard Perch. Any tips on how to pull a bird?
Don't come to me, Perchy. Don't come. One person you don't want to get advice from.
Oh yeah, for me it would be Ricky Gervais or Carl Pilkington. That would be so funny.
Mine's quite basic. Mine would have to be Ronaldo or someone like Beckham. I think. Just get on the podcast.
Ronaldo. Yeah.
But you.
Well, mine is actually the same as what Martin's put in the comments, which is.
Oh, no. What would you ask and just why?
Honestly, Adolf. Listen, Adolf. Let's have a word, mate.
Yeah, come on.
Adolf, no, stop shouting. Stop shouting, Adolf.
Look, you didn't win, so what's the point?
I'll point in.
What the fuck are you playing at, mate? Like, what was your problem?
It wouldn't be a podcast, it'd just be you telling him off the whole time. Question all his decisions.
Yeah. So talk me through Blitzkrieg. Why did you think that would work in the end?
Yeah, mate.
Talk to me about the Battle of Britain. Talk to me about the 10 German bombers in the air.
Yes, get in there. I'd then join the call. I'll tell him what happens.
He'd be like, I don't know what happened. I'm like, right, Fez.
Get in.
Yeah. Where were they from?
Everyone in the world will watch you ask him why. Yeah. And then at the end of the podcast, we could just beat his ass. Not like that.
Hey.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, right.
Marco, you do you, mate. You do you.
What's this turning into? It's like Little Nicky. Have you seen that film?
Yeah.
Adam Sandler, because they're doing Hitler then, aren't they? But they shove a pineapple up his ass.
Yeah. Honestly, I was thinking that before he wrote this morning. I was like, I just want to ask him why.
Just why? Yeah.
Why? Like, what's the point?
What did you get out of doing that?
How did it work out for you?
Yeah.
Do you think he died? Do you think he killed himself?
No, well, there's conspiracy that he was still alive, wasn't there?
Yeah. Conspiracy that he went to, was it Argentina?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pulled that off. Fair play to him. Best thing he did all through the war.
No. Right,
good guest,
boy.
good guest.
What was that?
I said that's a good guest. I think you win that one.
Who did you say, Fez?
I'm quite boring. Beckham or Ronaldo for me.
Why though? Why them two?
Well, I'd say Beckham was when I was...
You speak Portuguese?
Mate, I'd learn just for Ronaldo. No, I'd say the two players I kind of watched, especially Beckham growing up, and then saw Ronaldo when he was at Craven Cottage, and he just taught us a new one. And I'd like to listen to his career and what he's done, because he's done loads more, like the Madeira Hospital. He donated loads of money and stuff like that, and used the hotel he has out in Portugal as for COVID and stuff like that. And it was not fat Ronaldo. He only had a couple of seasons that got injured, so not
Christian. What's he on about?
He means Cristiano, I reckon.
Anyways, Martin, moving on. Oh.
Not Cristiano, yeah. Cheers, Martin, for your contribution.
Right. Try and spell it right next time, Martin. Awkward. But yeah.
Not Christians. We don't want Christians on the podcast.
Yeah. Martin, no worries, mate. You just offended a lot of people. It's cool. No worries. You'll be banned. Hate comments.
He must be fasting.
He's angry.
He's angry.
Fat fingers. You said it, not me.
Yeah. So just because you like that, you appreciate their careers and you like what they've done.
Yeah.
Do you know I met Ronaldo once?
Have you?
Well, I walked past him in the street.
Fair play. So you've seen him. It's like me watching him play football, so I've seen him.
He saw me. Oh,
he recognised you. You go, Mark,
yeah.
When he's going to start the podcast later in your life?
Yeah. Are you going to start a podcast in 12 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was in Alderley Edge, which is where they all live around here, and he was sat outside. I can't remember what cafe it was. He used to sit out the front of the cafe. He used to park his Bugatti Veyron, the million pound car that he had. He parked that at the front, and I was literally walking past, and I was literally this far away from him, literally about an inch for anyone listening on the podcast. And I walked past, and I was like. And I'm not one to be like, oh, can I have a picture? Like, can I have a photo, mate? Like, I've never been like that. Yeah. And I was like, should I go and do it? Like, it's Ronaldo. And this was the point where he was scored. I think he scored like 44 goals in that season. He was unbelievable. 08. And I was like, nah, I can't do it. And I just bottled it.
I think I'd bottle it. I'd look at him. I'd just be starstruck.
Have you ever met a celebrity and asked them for a photo?
No, the only time was Aston from JLS. He was in the same restaurant, and everyone was trying to go for pictures. And I thought, well, he's out with his family. Let him enjoy his food, kind of thing. I don't really, if I see a celebrity, I don't really go up and ask for photos.
What about you, Martin? Martin, I know you're there. Have you ever taken any pictures with any celebrities
that they know about?
Also met KSI. Where was that festival? It was quite cool. But he had two massive bouts of like bodyguards with Fez gets.
James Acaster or Ron Weasley.
Here we go. Yeah.
What about you, Tilly? Have you asked a celeb for a picture?
No.
Except from me.
They've asked me, but I'm just not doing it, mate. It gets annoying.
Do you know I have one, right? And I've met Gary Neville, Ryan Giggs. I actually met them. They came into my restaurant. I sat them, talked to them. Ronaldo, all the footballers. I've seen all these famous people, and and I never once asked them for a picture. The one person I asked for a picture was I was pissed on a night out was Piers Linney from Dragon's Den.
Did you get it?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, it was quality. But I was just like, fuck it, yeah, PSC. I'm gonna have. But I wouldn't dream of doing it to anyone. Any of the big Rio. I've seen Rio about 5 times. Like literally been in the same bar as him. I wouldn't. I was just like, I was at train station with him last time. No, because I just couldn't do it. But I had a few shandies, and it's like beers.
Get over here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
No. All right, boys. Listen, it's been emotional. Been good. Thanks for your time, and I'll see you all next week.
I'm gonna get something to eat.
Ciao.